Hey guys, and welcome to my tier list. So, yeah, so I have five tiers: C, A, B, C, and T. So let me explain my criteria. So first off, a unit which definitely disappoints for the cost, such as let's say the Hellenic Cataphracts, which are not really doing well in world battles. Then if a unit is like kind of decent but gets outshined by another unit in the factions roster, so it never gets picked, and then it will go like in B to be better, in A better, and C is like a must pick. Otherwise you're kind of weakening your army. All right, so let's start from the bottom. The actual worst unit in Rome 2, not even Covenant, in Rome 2, like ever. The fucking Thracian Horsemen. Like, these guys are so bad. I almost quit Rome 2 because of this unit. I'm not even joking. The worst unit in Rome 2. Its only saving grace is that it has the frenzied charge ability, which makes them basically unbreakable for like 20 seconds. So they can kind of work because of the like anti-poetry rule, so you can kind of block like cataphract charge. But yeah, they're just so bad, man. Like I test them even against the Kush Meteor Calf. These guys killed like 15 dudes and died, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why did CA fuck my audition so bad? But yeah, let's keep going. By the way, you can see that I have like some horse archery on, because I was thinking of like doing combined like tier list horse archers and like melee shortcav in the same tier, but it's way too many units. It will become like terrible. So I'm just gonna get melee shortcav and then the horse archers. Alright, so now that we're done with this, let's bring the Ethiopian calf. Uh, it just doesn't work. Like, it just gets destroyed. It gets destroyed by calf, it gets destroyed by Pila. It's kind of like a worse Iberian calf, if you catch my drift. Because with Iberian calf, it's like fast, and if you're on top with your micro, you can kill enemy skirms very fast, and then just get away safely because they're extremely fast. But these guys are medium, so I guess they got the mass damage going for them, but it just it's just bad. Like, you never bring them, so yeah, it just not worth it. Camel Spearman, I'll put maybe a B. I think B. Like, with them, mm, it's a bit strange. Like, to be honest, I have no idea where to put them, because you kind of have to be very careful with them because they're really weak, but they got pretty decent mass because of the camos. So if you get a charge on the skirmishers, they will pay off like massively, and they'll kill a lot of skirmishers. But if they get charged by Cav or get Pila, they're just dead. So maybe at C. I think B is a bit too much, so maybe C. But definitely better than the fucking Thracian Horseman. Like, fuck these guys. Um. Okay. So next one on the list. Actually, I'm just going to put them in order. All right. So these guys, they never get picked. I mean, no wonder, but I guess I'll put them at C. Like, they're not as bad as the Thracian Horsemen. Like, you just get far better options. So the auxiliary calf, I guess C as well. I mean, they cost too much, they're underwhelming. Rome always, at least a good Roma build, will always pick the Soki Equite Extraordinary, even the fucking Equite, and never these guys. They're just not worth it. For the Soki Equite, I think A or S. I'm not sure though, because like their melee stats kind of suck, but they have a heavy mass for 6 something. Um, I think A is good for them. Yeah. I mean, in land, there would be A, in siege, maybe S. Because, like, you don't care about their melee stats that much. You only care about their mass. So, yeah, if it was siege, I would put them as S. But since it's kind of combined, I guess, yeah, I'll put it at A, I think. So, this light calf, I think I'll put all the light calves, maybe except for a Iberian calf, and C, because like we have to take the player skill in consideration, and if any of these light mass cavions get charged by, I know, something like heavy horse, they'll get one shot, like they'll die in 5 seconds. So you need to be very very good with them, and yeah, try to get to the enemy skirmishers, but to not get charged by any calf. I think it's going to be fine if you get pillar thrown at you. Like they'll still survive, but they'll be very hurt by it. Okay, so Bakchian Novo Horse. Where should I put them? I think for siege they're a bit too expensive, so you won't get like enough funds for your infantry. For land they'll probably be A. For siege maybe C, because they're way too expensive. Actually, let me check. I have room to open. So Bactria. Yeah, they cost 880. So that's like what, 150 or something? No, Torque swords are cheaper. Yeah, that's like 170 more than a Torque sword. So it just not worth it for siege, I think. But for land, like these guys will beat every mid to high tier cav in the game. So they're very reliable. Like they'll beat Noblest, they'll beat Cappadocians, they'll beat Heavy Horse, and against Heavy Horse it's not even close. So Ilan they're like A or even S, but in Siege B or C. I'm not sure because I haven't really played Backshare a lot in Siege, but I think it's going to be a huge weakness if you bring these guys. Maybe like 1 is fine, but if you're bringing like a Cavion to harass and like get to the skirmishers, you can just bring the light cav, or maybe even a Tarantine. So for Siege, I don't think it's worth it. So I'm just going to put it at P. Then this guy, the Bakchian Row something row calf or row horse. They suck. Like compared to other elite Shokav, they kinda suck. But they're your only affordable elite Shokav for Bakcha. So think I'll put them on P. Like even compared to the others, like it's still an elite Shokav. It will still get a lot of kills if you're playing it properly and don't get pilled by like 6 units. So yeah, it will still get the kills. It's not that expensive. Like it's 1250. Yeah, 1250. Actually, when I look at their stats, they're not that bad. They have the very heavy mass. They have 76 charge bonus, so they're not actually that bad. The issue with them is that they have only like 95 health, and compared to cataphracts, they're just not tanky enough. But yeah, let's go on. So the Noble Riders. Well, elite melee cav in general. I mean, it just sucks, especially this unit because it's worse than the others. Um, I think I would just put it at C. Yeah, like you bring them in land only when you think that the enemy guy will kite you. So you need like more cav, and cav it will survive until the late game, so you can finish it up. But they're just like worse than the other elite melee cav, and elite melee cav in general are just bad and not cost effective at all. But I don't know if C is like is too bad for them because like they're not on the same. I guess I'll put them on B, but lower end of B. They're not as bad as these fucking guys, like or auxiliary calf, I think. But yeah, I'll put like the light calf, the Britain Scout Riders on the same tier because it's the same thing. Like if you're not good with your calf micro, like you won't be able to use this calf effectively. If you're good, it's going to be like B maybe. Veteran riders. Hmm. Let me check their stats real quick. So they cost 580. They kind of got cheat stats, but so 85 health. Let's compare them actually. So where was the Gete? Gete. Fuck first. Okay. So yeah, so the Spear Horseman of Gete costs 30 less, and they have 5 more health. So that's not good. For Kush, same price, but for the cap for Kush has only 75 health. So but they have a lot better stats, like melee stats. So I think, yeah, I think they're good. Uh, yeah, I could put them on A tier because they're like pretty cheap. They got decent stats, like 85 health is I think pretty decent. But you won't see these guys in Siege ever because there's no point in bringing them really. Um, so yeah, I think they were. Oh, they were heavy. Yeah, I thought they were medium actually. I forgot. But they're heavy, so they're definitely in A tier. Um, yeah. So there would be A tier in land. In siege, I'm not sure because like with the Cine, do you really want to bring these guys or any cav at all? Probably not. But they can be a fun, a fun unit to use. You might bring like one of them and try to get to the enemy skirms, or like keep threatening the backline, so the enemy will have to keep multiple units to protect the skirms from your cav, and that will give you a numerical advantage. So I think they pose enough threat that they can be worth it in siege. So yeah, I'll keep them in A tier. So these guys, I think these were the Carthaginian cav. The Carthaginian cav are kinda underwhelming, I think. Only medium mass, 75 health, so like 10 less than the veteran riders, and they're more expensive. Um, yeah, I mean, I think they got better stats, but it's not really. I think I'll put them on P. It's like they're mediocre. Like there's nothing special about them really, and they don't even have the frenzy charge, so they can't go into unbreakable mode. So yeah, they're just mediocre, I think. Okay, so the noble calf, I'll put them at basically same thing here. They're less expensive, by like 200 something, but their stats are not the greatest. Like they only have 63 charge bonus, only actually they have 100 health, but the 60 armor is kinda, yeah, it's kinda hurting them. But when I look at it, Bakchan Rokav also has 60 armor, so actually I might put them a. Nah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. So yeah, I think they're better than the Bakchan like Shokav, even though 1v1 they'll most likely lose. But they're just more, they just cost less. So they cost like 200 less. And they're still an elite Shokav, so they'll still deal damage comparable to this guy. So yeah, I think they're decent. Okay, so heavy horse is an S tier. Like no question about these guys have been the bane of like round to meta from years and years and years. Like these guys are just probably the best coming round two. Well, for land that is, and it's not like it's not really because of the damage they can deal. It's just that they're such a great unit. Like heavy mouse for 700, they got great stats. They're just like really cost effective, frenzy charge. They got everything going for them. Oh, except for like insane melee stats. But yeah, like barbarians are mostly OP because of this unit. Like it provides such a great support for barbarians, it's crazy. So yeah, I can put them anywhere less than S tier. In Siege, like nobody will bring them probably, so they're definitely not S tier, maybe C or something or B. But yeah, I just can't bring them lower than that. Light horse, the same thing as the other light horse really. They're way too, way too fragile. Mighty horse, maybe A, I think. They'll get destroyed by the heavy horse, but I think they're still good. Um, Let me find the nerve guy. So they got 80 health, 680. I mean, they got great stats, like 47 melee attack, but the health is bad. Like, let's compare to the Roman Cav. Yeah, the Soki Equity got 5 more health. So, I think they'll be like at the bottom of A tier. I don't think their survivability is good enough, really. But I like their melee stats. Maybe I'm biased because I like Nervii, but I think they'll be either A or B, like one of the two. And I think it's like in the middle of the two. So yeah. All right. So Noble Horse, here I guess. Like Elite Melee cover just sucks. This unit is missile, so it will be for the next tier list. Okay, so the Gete Novokov. Let me check out their stats real quick. So 1270, they've got 53 charge bonus, 60 armor, 100 health. I think that's more health than the Pakshan. Yeah, it's 5 more health, so they're instantly better. Cartridge, how much health? So Cartridge has 100 health. I mean the noble cover cartridge. So yeah, the I think the noble horse and forgetter are better than both of them. So maybe put them maybe here. So they also have 63 charge bonus as you know as the Carthaginian Novocav. They cost more, like they cost 200 more, but they have like 20 more melee attack than the Carthaginian Novocav. So that's quite a lot. And they also have almost double the melee defense. So yeah, and they also have better morale, like 60 versus 70 versus 65. Sorry. So yeah, I think they're a great unit. Again, probably not going to be used in siege because Cav is not really used often in siege. But if you do bring them like your general unit, it's going to do a lot of damage, given the opportunity. But it's probably still better to spam than Noble Swords, really. Alright, the Spear Horseman. Um, I think like here would be a good place for them. Or even here. Yeah. Like, they're just a really great unit for their cost. Like, for 550, you get a cav unit with 90 health. Like, 90 health. That's crazy. And the Bakshian, like, Elite Shokav has 95 health. So you basically pay like 5 something for 90 health, and Bakshian will pay like 1200 for 95. And these guys also have heavy mass. So actually, I might put them at C, like bottom of C. Fuck it, like they're just an extremely good unit. I think. The only problem for Sage is that for Sage you just spam the shit out of Noble Swords, so you won't really get like the money for them or the Noble Calf. So I guess it is what it is. But yeah, so let's go on the Arabian Calf. I think these guys are the exact same. Yeah, I might wait. Let me check if I duplicated. I think it's like the desert calf for Masesili and then for Kush. Where's Masesili? Yeah. It's the desert calf for like both factions. So I guess I'll just put it at the same tier, like here. I guess. Then this unit. I mean it's decent. I'll put it like the same as Carthaginian Calf. I'm not sure which would be the better one, but Kushka will just die. Like it has 75 health. Like their melee stats are really good. Like 58 defense for 580, 42 attack. That's better than like many elite cavians. But then the 75 health and 45 base morale just cucks them out of oblivion. Like holy fuck. Like if they had better health, like 10 more health and like a more base morale, they might be the best caveat in round 2. Like they would overthrow the heavy horse easily. But they're just not tanky enough. They're way too fragile, and because of that, Cushion land battle just sucks. Like it does, because you just get kite every game, which is not fun experience for anyone. Believe me, this is why I left fucking land battles. Okay, so I think these are the armored camel spearmen. Let me check. Yeah, these are the armored camel spears. I might put them lower A. So their mass is really good. Like they'll probably deal more damage than the like no bloods or Cappadocians and the charge because of the camels, and camels are heavier than horses. So on the charge they'll do more like mass damage. The issue though, the issue is that they have 45 armor, and that is very bad for a cav unit. and their shield also is very poor, so they don't really have much of a missile block chance. So especially in siege, they'll get absolutely demolished um, by Pila. In land, it's mostly better to bring these guys, so I might put them like here. So even though they are in theory great unit, they just get outshined by, for example, this unit. I'm not sure where Eos, Thermal, Camo Spears are. I think they're just in the desert factions. But they're in Nabatea. Uh, they weren't in Kush. So did only Nabatea have them? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. If only Nabatea has them like this unit, which will probably go here, just outshines them. And this unit is absolutely awesome. Like you bring them every time in land when you play as Nabatea, and not only 2 or 3. Like I usually bring 4 to 6 of them. They're just so good. Like 90 health, 50 fucking melee attack. So yeah, like you can't just go wrong with this unit. So it's instant test here. These guys, together with the others, like the other elite melee cav, they're just not cost effective. All right, so now we go to the cav of Masasili or Numidia, as I like to call them, because I'm too bored to fucking pronounce this shitty name. Okay, so the shock cav, armored Numidian riders. I mean, they're S tier for me. Like, you pay 690 for shock cav with 90 health and 60 charge bonus, and they're also heavy. Like, how can they not be S tier? So yeah, they're absolutely awesome. This one, this might be biased, but I think they're D tier, maybe at the top of D tier. I mean, it's basically Legionary Cav, like same stats, just overpriced. Actually, let me check that. Where's Legionary Cav? So Legion Cav for Rome costs 620. Desert Legion Cav costs 700. So you pay 80 more for the same unit, I think. So actually, Legionary Cav has better attack. Let me see. So better attacks and weapon damage. So Legionary Cav also has better charge bonus. Better with 3. Melee defense, same armor, same health, same. Okay, so the Dead Legion Cav has 5 more morale, but less attack and less charge bonus, and they cost 80 more. Fuck that, bro. Like, never bring this unit. Just like D tier. Yeah. So, now for Saba. These guys are D tier, so. If I'm not mistaken, okay, this might be outdated information, but I'm pretty sure the raw Marib Cav is bugged, and they don't have any missile block chance, or their block chance is very low. Like even in the even Rome 2 without looking at extent stats, you can show that on the armor the shield value is only 5. And if you compare with I don't know, let's say the Thracian Rocav, their shield is 30. So yeah, I think they're bugged and they have very little missile block chance. So they instantly go to D tier for me. There might be like a C tier or maybe together with the other melee cav units, but maybe I'll put them at C or B tier if they didn't have the fucking catfrags. Oh my god. Actually, Heavy Horse might not be Yeah, heavy horse are probably the most cost effective cav unit in the game, but I think the Sabakat frags are the best. Uh, yeah, they're crazy, especially in team games in land battles. Like they absolutely annihilate stuff, cause like you sort of avoid engagement against your guy, and you send the Cataphracts to support your teammate, or like charge you with the Cataphracts first, weaken the enemy infantry, and then your teammate charges with with his infantry units, and then win. Like that's it. Easy game, easy life. These guys. I mean, you're just gonna bring the general. It's still a good unit, but like I can't put it as C tier. I'll put here because it can't be the same tier as fucking melee, elite calf. Cause it's still good. Like it's basically a more expensive. What was the unit? Saban camo contract. It's just more expensive. But it's still good. Like it's 1280. It has 20 more armor, like 5 more health, more morale, more attack, more charge. So it's just great all around. I wish it had something more to it, but I mean to justify the cost, because you'll never bring them other than like bring them as general unit, because the Sabian counteracts are just way too good. But yes, like still a very good unit. Actually, I would just put them at the top away because I love this unit. Okay, these guys suck. I've seen some siege tier list. I can't explain why, but people think this unit is good. How? Like really? How is this unit good? I don't understand. Like it fucking sucks, man. Like you pay 1300 for an elite melee calf. Why? Just why? Like if it's the general unit, like you can pay 150 more and get a raw cataphract. So why do you ever bring this unit? It just sucks. It's even more expensive than the other elite melee cav. And the biggest issue with the elite melee cav is that they can't kill shit. Like they're relatively tanky, yeah, but they just can't kill shit. So they're a bit faster than cataphracts. They are well, they're not as tanky as cataphracts, but they're still tanky. But they just can't kill shit. That's the issue with them. So they'll kill shit only if they're alive till late game, and then they're charging depleted units with no pillar. So yeah, I'm just putting a deep tier. You guys can vote in the comments. These camo cataphracts, I think here, yeah. I mean, party will bring them if like there can be a mix of Eastern cataphracts and camo cataphracts, but mostly we'll just bring the Eastern cataphracts because these guys lack health and armor. Like if you compare them, so okay, let's see. So if you compare them, so camo cataphracts are more expensive by 100 funds, and they have actually same armor. Never mind. So they get more charge, more melee attack, slightly more melee defense, but the issue is that they have 15 less health. So even in 1v1, Eastern Cataphracts will absolutely demolish these guys. The only reason why I would bring them is because they deal more damage, at least in the initial charge, against infantry. But even in siege, like you can't really bring them because your opponents, if they're smart, they're going to, you know, they're not going to isolate their units. So this cataphract will just get pilled by several units probably when it's first charging, and it will just die. Like it won't have the health to survive all of this punishment, so it will just die. But if you're charging like isolated units and somewhere where you won't get punished hard for charging, then they're probably better than the Eastern Caltrax. At least if you want to do maximum damage possible. So they still get their uses, but they kind of get outshine by Eastern Caltrax. Um, okay, Cappadocian Calf, like they're really good in land, but they probably suck in siege. Um, because like they're really good at anti-calf, especially like anti-meteor calf, but in siege nobody's bringing that, so that's their main use con. And what's left? Like they can't really kill infantry. Uh, they're not really fast enough to go in for the archers and then to like try to run away. So for siege there will be CRD. So but I can't put them lower than like Mighty Horse. So yeah, I'll just put them here. Okay, Eastern Caltrax instant test. So yeah, like who would ever question that? Uh, like Eastern Caltrax are insane. The reason why like people think Cav is overpowered in round two, well at least in land, is these guys. Okay, so these guys are Miso Cav. We'll talk about them in next tier list video. Median Cav, here I think they're just kind of mediocre. No bloods. I put no bloods the same as Cappadocians. Persian Calf. I like them, but they lack survivability, so they suck in siege. They kinda suck in land too, because you just bring the Eastern Caltrax. Like you pay what 200-300 more and just get the Eastern Caltrax. So put them at B, maybe like on the top, kind of like here. Raw Caltrax, I mean, they're way too expensive, so put them maybe here. But they're like massive tanks, and like they'll destroy everything in their path if it's 1v1. If it's not, like the only unit they probably can defeat 1v1 are like pikes and Thracian nobles. That's it. And maybe Spartan rolls. But that's it. They can kill any other unit. Well, not elephants, of course, but yeah, whatever. Egyptian Cup fucking sucks. So I don't know, maybe like here. Yeah, they just suck. Now for Suebi. Okay, I'll put the Suebi Cup in S tier. So it's S tier if you have a Revistas. If you don't have a Revistas, it's probably like here or here. But I'll still put on C tier. Because like with Suebi, you always want to pick a Revistas. Like why do you pick Strategist or any other general? Like you just go with the Revistas every time. So so yeah, Riders of the Hunt, I think I'll rate them higher, slightly higher than the other light cavions, because like they just get so good stats. Like their stats are crazy good. Like you pay 570 for them, sure, but they have 4-2 charge, 4-2 melee attack, 40 melee defense, 80 health. Let me compare with the Night Horse. Yeah, they got more health. I think they got more armor. Yeah, they got like 30 more armor than 25 more armor than the Light Horse. Actually, Light Horse also has really good stats, like 56 defense, but Nah, actually, on second thought, I'm just going to put them like here, like in front of the others, but still on the same tier, I think. Okay, so Gmacaf. Um, I don't like this unit. I'll put it here. Cause like with Seleucids, so you have two options for general. A Gmacaf, which is a bit too expensive, like 1300. I mean, the stats are fine. Like, her health, 70 armor, 76 char bonus, very heavy, 46 attack. If it was like 1 or 200 less, this unit would be fucking great unit. But I think it costs way too much. And like, you pay 120 more for Hellenic Cataphracts, which are very similar to raw Cataphracts. They're just a bit weaker than them. So yeah, I just don't like this unit. Aspis companions. Uh, Maybe here, like in front of the elite Melekaf with spears, but below the Shokaf. I really want to see these guys shine. I've seen them do really really good. They have an insane melee attack, but lately I've seen only underwhelming results by them. But they're such a cool unit, man. So I wish someone would show us the way how to use these guys. But I think it's kind of hard to use them because they don't have bones versus large. So they kind of suck against like Cav. But I think in siege they'll be great. You just have to use them properly. Okay, so citizen calf or citizen calf, uh, how we like to call it. Like here, yeah, together with the Egyptian calf, they just suck, man. So companion calf, I think here maybe. Let me just compare across. Okay. Oh no, 1300. Oh no 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 no. With the GMCAF, yeah. They're just way too expensive. Hellenic Artifacts kind of the same. Like they're just weaker raw artifacts, really. So yeah, still better than these guys because these guys are way too expensive, and then don't. They're not even artifacts, so they have no excuse, you know. So I'll put these guys the same. So yeah, these ones are very similar, seeing as almost identical fucking unit card. Massilian Calf. I mean, I think they're S tier. Like, they're great unit for 500, but they won't get a lot of kills. These guys are probably the worst Chokav unit in the game. At least the worst elite Chokav. If you can't see properly, it's like the Pergamenese Nobocav, and they have 45 armor, and they cost 1200. So like one pillar volley will just destroy these guys. I mean, it won't kill the unit, but yeah, it will hurt them a lot. And yeah, you also have no money for them in Siege because you're just going to spawn turrets like crazy. So yeah. So next one, I think these are. I can't even see. Like, it's the exact same unit card, but it's different because the coloring is different. So I know it's a different unit. But I think this is the Ponticrow calf, and these are maybe the Hippeas Lancers. Let me check real quick. Man, C is so stupid. Yeah, these guys are the Hippeas Lancers. So Hippeas Lancers, but maybe like here, cause they're cheap, like 1060. But others are pretty much the same shit, like very good stats, but only very heavy mass which is bad for their cost. And yeah, they're just not worth it. Okay, so these guys, I think they were in a purse. Yeah, so Hellenic Crowcraft 1270. I mean, same unit really. Like these units are pretty much the same unit, overpriced. Like Shokav, Sarisakav D tier. Like this unit sucks. Like it can't kill anything. Maybe if you get into skirmishers, but it doesn't have a shield. So if they get pillowed, they probably won't even get to the skirmishers, even if you're like 10 meters away. So yeah, okay. So what is this unit? Oh, these are the selling calf. Okay, S tier, S tier, S tier. Yeah, definitely S tier. So these are missile unit. So Kyoto Iberian calf, also S tier. So I kind didn't explain that the sense, but like I think it's obvious. I mean, the same calf are just awesome. They're probably the best like meteor shock calf, and yeah, they're just a great unit that is both saving the Macedonians and like Epirots in land battles. Uh, in siege, you might get like one or two of them, and get some pretty nice kills with them. But yeah, and then the Kyoto Iberians, they're one of the best meteor melee calf in the game. So I maybe like here. Actually, the sense maybe here. Masinka maybe here. These guys maybe like here. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So these guys, they're one of the best elite melee calf, but it's still an elite melee calf, you know. So I guess like here maybe. No, actually, Duspies are probably better. Yeah. Then Skutari Calf. I really like the Skutari Calf, so I'm going to put them here. They offer like great support to Listani. They're not as good as the Kyoto Iberians, but they're still a great unit, I think. Now the Alien Calf. I think everyone is sleeping at the Alien Calf, honestly. So I'm just going to put them on. I mean, I can't really put them on the tier. I'm not that crazy. Maybe like here. So what's good about these guys? Well, they only cost 460. Their stats are terrible, but they have 75 health, which is alright for this cost at least. But most importantly, they have the frenzy charge ability, so you can block like a cataphract unit, and it won't be able to go through because of the anti-potru rules. If there are no anti-potru rules, these guys are probably D tier. But yeah, they're pretty good at blocking some units and allowing you to regroup if if you're surprised by some maneuver of your opponent. So yeah, they're good. Equite. I think Equite sucks. I think like they're deceptively good, really. So I'm going to put them here, because they only cost like 500, so you can like spam them, but they won't get anything done. Like they don't have the barbarian like unbreakable ability, and they only have 14 base morale, so they're just going to die to pretty much anything. Sure, they cost 500, but they're just going to die. Like they won't get anything done. Like there's no purpose for these guys. They won't even survive long enough for your infantry to support them, probably. So yeah, they're just not a good unit in my book. Kinda same here, but these guys are slightly better. Praetorian Cav fucking sucks. Never bring them. Now the Nomads. Step Armored Lancers. I really like them. I think they're awesome. So S tier, I think. Because they're like really, really cost effective. Well, if they don't get a mass pillar volley and die in 2 seconds. Sarmatian Lancers, I think, suck. Before they were great, when you could spread them out and get the maximum of their charge, but now they suck. Step Armored Lancers, I mean, Noble Lancers, sorry. I think they're one of the best shotguns, so I'll put them above the Thessalians, I think. These guys are missiles. Saka Catfax. Now, I will probably put them here. Like, this Catfax unit, it's probably, like, for the stats. Actually, no. Wait, this Catfax is probably better. For the stats, they're probably the best Catfax unit in the game. Like, their stats are insane. Like 120 health for like 1190, and you pay only like 100. Actually, I'm not sure which one is better. Like, in general, which one is better, instant Catfax or these guys? I think it's these guys, but I'm not sure because these guys are cheaper, but it's only by 100 and you get far more. Like, you get 120 health. Actually, is it far more? Let me see. Nah, it's just 5 health. Like, it's probably not worth it, so yeah. Alright, now the Saka Noble Lancers, was it? Let me see. Noble Armored Lancers. These guys suck. Like, maybe here because of the Draco, but these guys fucking suck. Actually, no. Not here. Maybe here. So they're the only unit in the Masegete roster which has the Draco, but they cost 1250, so more than the Saka Catfax, and they have 20 less health. 20. They don't even have trampled, man. How can you be fucking 1250 and don't get the trample? And they're very heavy, not super heavy, so they have less morale than the Catfax, less charge. Their melee attack is really good, like 10 more melee attack than the Catfax, 55 attack. But I just don't like them. Like, they always underperform for me. They always die super fast. So yeah, I don't like them. Now, Dark Solani. These guys. I mean, if I'm honest, I'm probably putting them here. I love my Catfrag bros, but let's be real here. Like, this little unit is fucking broken, man. Like, how can you have a unit for 340 with fucking Draco ability? Come on. Like, holy shit, man. Alright, then the Sarmatian Row Lancers. I mean, they're the... Yeah. They're the best known Catfract elite shotgun in the game, but they're still not Catfracts, you know? Like, they got 80 charge bonus, insane for not Catfract unit. 90 armor, 110 health. They're pretty much a Cataphrag, just without the trample and and super heavy mass. But they're fast, so I mean faster than Cataphags, so it might work out for them. They just won't get as many kills as Cataphags probably, but I still think they're a crazy good unit, so I'm going to put them here. Now, Raw Horse, I think fucking sucks. I'm going to put it here with the Restrash Elite Melee Cav. This guy is... Actually, it's still technically a missile unit, so I'm just going to put for next. tier list. Alright, so the Thracian row calf. I mean, they're pretty much the same. Let me just check row Scythia and the stats of the melee calf. I mean, the Scythian of course are very tanky melee calf, yeah, but it's just not worth it, Like 29 weapon damage. I'm pretty sure they don't have the elite spear. They have 95 armor, 105 health. They have the Draco, 70 morale. So they're a beast of an elite melee cav unit. But they are still a melee cav unit, not shock cav unit. So they just suck, man. And for Royal City, you would either bring the Royal Horse Archer gen or the City and Royal Skirmisher gen. And not the City and Royal Horse gen. And then you won't really bring the City and Royal Horse gen. You just spam like Shock Cav and Horse Archers, and that's it. But the missile, I mean, the Horse Archer tier list will be, well, not really Horse Archers, more like Missile Cav tier list will be on the next video, or maybe not the next video. We'll see, cause I might upload a battle next video. But yeah, this was my tier list. I hope that it will encourage some healthy discussion, maybe some controversy, because it's still my opinion, of course, and I might be wrong, but it's unlikely. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see your salty comments. See ya.